line stuff most of the time, but I started to like stray from that near the end. It was just wasn't as possible always. And yeah, neutral seems to get fucked a little harder than some of them. But neutral's the best route. Absolutely.
But tell me,
It's changed
I think
journey.
I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You,
Yeah,
Monica, and
but that
Reggie.
happens on. I mean, if you're a chaos, that would happen to anything law. You would just have zero chance of recruiting them, and even low neutral shit. So that won't ever not happen. But yeah, I mean, it is a thing in Strange Journey. I guess that's what you mean.
Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. My guess is So Sejima killed Monica.
That would make sense.
I've seen inside his head before.
Is it his
using this
kid then?
machine.
Maybe it's gonna be like some illegitimate political bullshit. You know, anything political. Like, I don't hate politics type of shit in a mystery. But usually it's just like a really boring motivator. You know, I feel like the rest of it has to be really good for that to be some kind of like ultimate like motivation. It's been used a lot.
I see. If you
It's
know
an
that much,
illegitimate child.
there's no point in
Oh,
hiding
I've
it
got to
anymore.
kill it. Says the king or president or congressman or... Yeah, like, okay.
I'll tell you the truth.
But this might not be the ultimate thing. I don't think it probably is. I hope this isn't like the thing, you know. Doesn't feel like it. Even in the shittiest Uchikoshi VNs, there's usually a little bit more oomph, even if it's not that good. Maybe Rohan wants Hitomi and Iris dead because So asks them to. Asked Rohan to kill them? That would make sense. The So scene at Rohan's place and the
You're going to see
Kumakoras or whatever. Sure, the Yakuza. And then there's a hit that Uncle or number 89 gets to take them out. I assume it'd be something to do with the illegitimate child. I don't care as much about that. I care more about Date and body swapping and mind hacks and shit.
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
But maybe it isn't his kid. But that, I mean, I feel like that would just fit really well.
Why not?
Even if I don't care as much.
Are you worried about my body?
Oh yeah. I was like, didn't she already have the baby? So she's supposed to have like... Is that a thing where the bellies are still big for like a couple days afterwards?
You don't have to worry about that.
I
I'm
don't know.
totally fine.
I haven't given birth and I
But your
haven't
stomach is
had
still...
anybody around me that's given birth. It is okay.
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't
I figure,
go
I
down
mean,
right
because
away
usually
after
doesn't
giving
just
birth.
bullshit on real concept.
I'm not
just
worried
didn't know
about
that.
your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
He's 18,
It would
right?
still be a
Isn't
big
so
scandal.
like in his 50s or 60s
He
at this point?
impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
Kind of threatened you there.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble.
There you go. He'll just be fine with that.
but could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Logs off a Steam for 5 years.
But take this with you, just in case.
They didn't say. They just said that that was his mistress and she just graduated high school. Yeah, they didn't say exactly yet. They might not ever. Oh yeah.
It's a GPS transmitter.
The same tech
Just to be extra safe.
from 18 years in the future.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
In case we need to come find your body in the mountains, please use this transmitter.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
Maybe our expectations are gonna be subverted, boys. Maybe he didn't do it. Even though in his dreams, he did do it. Yeah. He's like the fucking prime minister or whatever.
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras.
Hmm.
Renju had connections with them.
It's possible some of this is bullshit. This fits very tightly with the rest of the story, but I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to twist us on it. We'll see.
So told them.
At least this feels like actual revelations. Unlike the other routes where it's just kind of stuff going on. Thank you, obviously. Breathe. Breathe.
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with the culprit.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for
You
everything.
gonna be right, Goto? Has it died down a little bit?
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But
Maybe.
that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima, the son of So and his late wife.
Saito Sejima.
Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Maybe his daddy wanted it to happen and the kid was trying to like get his daddy's attention and his mind was fucked. Who knows, but we'll see. Alright, Ripper. Rest in peace, man.
Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect.
Saito Sejima. The man we have not met. Saito looking for Saito. I don't think we met them, right? And we don't know this guy's name. But I don't know, it'd be kinda random We're missing 2 characters, so. Wait, guys, the shadow. The wheelchair in the corner.
But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
Daito Dejima.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju
Oops.
gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
That's where we met the mob doctor. What's the next character? Mob Doctor X, man. Witch Doctor, man.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch.
And when they
as it
dug
all
up the
unfolded.
corpse, there was nothing there.
It was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long,
We good here?
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah. Cover her.
that voice.
Just a minute.
Recognize that. Yeah, his voice is the least hard.
Beautiful.
Like 89? Yeah, a little bit. Might just be the same VA.
the Kumakura people covered
Could be
Monika's
him, though.
body, then left.
He wasn't an actual, like, dude running the beat. I think he just did a hit job. I don't know how those titles would work. Then again, I mean, maybe he would be an initiate.
Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
I guess the second guy sounded more like 89.
Monica! Monica!
I'll be right back, guys. What the fuck is going on with the sound? The game's trying to load. So. Is she naked when frozen?
Call the police.
Maybe Renju took her fuck clothes off for some reason.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police.
He's
He
not
said that they
wrong.
would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him.
Does she not? Why is she worded like that? Maybe it's just the retelling.
We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
left her naked with the tarp over her. There be no decomposition yet?
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving
Wanted to
operations
keep
to
her
a
as
better
like
area.
some kind of taxidermy thing.
They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry.
I don't think anybody comes in here because he owns it.
I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course.
And it's inside of the
I'll give you a key.
forklift.
You can come visit anytime.
Oh, and there's
you
a
want to
key,
see
I
me.
guess. Anytime you want to visit her. I would want to visit my friend's corpse. And some spooky fucking deal here.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what.
Why didn't they just leave her body in the fucking hole? I mean, just make sure you know where it is. You know? Because what if those guys go back to double check on the corpse ever for some reason? They're gonna be like, damn, somebody dug up the corpse. Yeah, the only I mean, the whole, everything in this story hinges on them just taking her back and putting her in a forklift for no reason. Oh my god. That's Schrodinger's forklift, guys.
And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them.
I'm sure they really care.
I'm sorry, Monica.
Just to have a body frozen forever, like, what's the end game, you know? Leave her there until somebody can finally, like, you know, they can inspect the body and, like, get these guys or something?
Sorry. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Monica.
It feels like a twist for the sake of a twist, like, the reason they have her here isn't really a good enough reason. I feel like it's more like he wanted to have this clone body here to like throw us off, and then he had to explain it afterwards, you know? Magnum opus. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe they just really loved her friend and she thought she deserved to be buried somewhere else. Then bury her somewhere else. But I don't know if I've ever been like, damn, this body shouldn't be here. I'm gonna freeze it in my freezer instead. Like, that's not really. I mean, they could fucking burn it. They could. I mean, maybe they do want to keep it here. They should just say, we're gonna freeze the body, so we can tell the police about it at the right time. And then they just never do, and that would be better. Even if it's stupid, it'd be better. I mean, it makes sense for like a gameplay writing thing, but just to make a twist, but about it. Baby.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica.
Could be, they could have just said any of that and it would have been okay, but they just don't say anything yet.
So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Does Saito have superpowers too, man?
why? Why
I still
would a
haven't
little
explained
boy do
Mizuki there.
that?
I don't know the motive.
You ever
but I
seen
know it's true.
Halloween, Hitomi? She likes zombie
So used
movies.
his
She hasn't seen
connections with
Halloween
the
though.
Kumakuras to cover up for his son.
Similar. Or
And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life
I'd
like
be
that.
surprised. But would that dialogue really make sense if she said 16? A 16-year-old killing somebody is a lot easier to believe than a 12-year-old.
The opportunity will come.
I think maybe 12 is real this
So
time.
wait until the right moment. Okay? The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Just submit the birth
but I could see a
certificate and everything will be
16-year-old
taken care of.
high school kids and shit.
You look worried.
Well, that's what the point of the dialogue was, that they were surprised that he did it when he's only 12. Maybe he's got brain problems like everybody else in this game.
I feel like
I don't
I'm somehow betraying Monica.
know.
She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that. Because a war is about to begin.
A war.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate,
I would know.
you will
I've
officially
been a
be her
mother. Single mother before.
Be sure to raise her responsibly.
Yeah, where did this baby come from? Lucky for you, her parents died right as she started to raise these guys, and they don't know anybody else. Of course. Renju's not taking care of the kid. It's not his kid to take care of. He has another kid later to take care of. It's just her and this kid.
I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
Doesn't he already help a lot?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology? And the
He's
color
like,
of
I'll
her
help
eye.
when I'm not fucking Peter in the ass. Big hit social wise. Yeah. I mean, before she talked like it was Monica's gift, like she's taken the privilege of taking care of this kid, so I think she like taking care of the kid so far. But yeah, I mean, mother of one, and you have to fucking dedicate most of your life to it, but I guess they were ready for that.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for
Of
love.
course. Love.
And Monica reminds
Kanji.
me of Monoko, Japanese for eye.
Why?
So both names have something to do with
Monica,
the eye.
Monica.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
The Somnium
Don't you think it's
files.
nice?
Say hi,
Iris. Iris.
I don't know if the whole game's just trying to subvert your expectations
I really
really
like it.
hard with the AI and I thing, but then it doesn't actually have enough meat to go with it, or like I hope he's not just trying to subvert and that's it.
And so
Like,
my
ooh,
life
is
with
it
Iris
about the
began.
AI? Is it about I? Is it about eyes? Because the murders? Is it about this and that? You know?
Raising a child was much harder than
Whoa.
I expected.
Whoa.
Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her. Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep. And I always needed to put her to bed so carefully.
Rare audio
It would only take 10
of
seconds before she'd
Uchikoshi
start crying
in its
again.
natural
So
habitat.
I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her, and never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Can we learn about Saito now?
Mama! Mama! Woof! Woof!
Imagine your
Mama,
first words
omelet! Omelet!
being woof woof, mama.
Sweepy! Up!
Oh no.
Mommy, I won race today! Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again!
Mommy Milkies.
Mommy, you are so
Yeah.
good at dancing!
The tummy's fine.
Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores?
Oh no.
I can't help it. My body dances on its own.
She's turning into fucking what she is now.
Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better?
The hips don't lie.
I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy, do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world!
Dance of life.
Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
Covered
That
in
was
shit.
so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too. Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it. I say go for it.
Cat. Wait, she's got a cat.
I would always question
Schrodinger's
myself.
cat.
Could I keep living a lie? I had promised.
I'm gonna have to
Monica
give that
I would
one a hard
avenge her,
pass, sweetie.
But I couldn't work up the courage.
Get the gun.
Maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for
Gun.
murder in Japan.
Made for 8 and younger.
If we showed Monika's body to the police, so would be punished by the law.
Oh.
And the Tsujimas and Kumakura's.
This was okay, so they did say this was the reason. Thanks for telling us a little too late. It's still pretty outlandish, but at least they try to give him a reason.
Crimes would be uncovered, but that would mean Iris's secret.
Would the body really be that preserved in a way they could, like, research it? Or do autopsy? I mean, I guess maybe. I don't know how well, you know, cold storage cryo freezing would be. But it's okay.
That's what I
She
was really
tried
worried
best.
about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris. But
All ice. Ice 9. Radical 6.
fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an
Minecraft killed her daughter.
treatment. It was
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time.
I thought Andrew was rich.
In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan to blackmail Sosajima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived,
Why didn't she bring somebody else? You could just kill her too.
he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
Well, they just left the body there now? Wouldn't you want to move it?
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything.
Couldn't he find out who owned this place, you know? And then start letting people down?
I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You
Oh,
can probably
no.
guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito, not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras.
How did she have the skill to not get traced at all, man? I mean, she just like looked this kind of shit up in her spare time.
Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me.
Cut ties with
And
them.
there's no way he'd risk his political career.
Hey, I'm cutting ties with you guys, and then he just goes and asks him for help later anyways.
Not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened. I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around,
Can you find her at the forklift at all? Oh yeah, he instantly leaves, that's right.
It can't be.
If he just found out about this shit, then what's with all the other murders before this?
Iris.
Anyways, I mean, not that they're all not connected. But on the left side, Renju gets killed like almost instantly, so I'm sure there's a lot more going on than this, boys. But I hope we can start putting the Irish shit to rest. At least it's slightly more interesting than the other Irish route. What happened to make Date go there again? I think Iris went missing for a bit. And something led him to come here to find her or some shit. We've been here so many times in so many routes. Oh yeah. So Sejima bailed and then he followed him to this place.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter.
Really?
But Iris's father is Sosejima.
Really?
Her mother, Monica Iwai.
Really?
However, Hitomi showed unwavering just as much as her biological mother would.
I hate AI who are written to be over-explanatory.
Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only
It's like some
possible
trait they
treatment
think
was
robots always need to have.
nanotechnology. However, that treatment is
I
restricted.
mean, maybe
in access.
Ichikoshi thinks we're brainlets, and we need a full summary.
Hitomi devised a plan to... The best way to establish the... That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
the summary of what
It's
we have learned
okay
so far.
if
But there are some things
exactly.
I have yet to understand.
It's something new, you know.
Date, pull yourself together.
I don't need like
Ask
the
her
Phi
questions.
treatment where it's just like over-explaining shit that's really
Date,
obvious.
snap out of it.
Yeah, yeah, Arson, for sure. I guess it's more over-explanatory shit, the stuff that the person already knows in detail. Only because he's crazy.
Sorry, I have no idea. No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back under the hood of the forklift. Then I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene.
Because they didn't search one of the
It
three
makes perfect
things in the
sense now that I
entire...
have the facts.
Yeah, perfect then. They didn't search one of the three objects in the entire cold storage facility. The guy said he found a
Iris did
corpse
not
there and they didn't just
resurrect.
check everything
He
just in
simply
case.
mistook Monica for Iris.
Like, fuck, he said there's a corpse here. This is my job. Maybe I should double check the corners.
The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it.
Yeah, Arson. Jesus. Maybe that's what the cloth's for.
Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday
It's
night.
frozen in the cloth instead.
Simple.
Simple.
There are still a few
Why even
loose
have
ends,
that
but I believe
dialogue?
I understand what occurred 8. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly...
Wait,
Wait.
where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she...
Do you know something?
Yeah. At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call.
Yeah, Shoko did, and the other route, a lot of people did. But there's the other routes can be all different. The only
I
thing we
don't
should
know
really
what it
take
was.
out of this for some kind
They
of
were
crew
using a
route
voice
is
modulator.
what happened before the Shoko stuff.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It
The body swapping, who knows?
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me?
It's the factory in the fucking restricted district. I get a kick out of that. I want my body back.
It must be Renju.
Yeah, it's Kyle, dude.
What location?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Oh, pewter.
Date, run.
Boss!
They're just standing there.
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Petey's too good. He already betrayed us in the other round.
Shoko or Iris?
Because Renji's fucking him in the ass. Literally. Yeah, his character got assassinated for Chikoshi's fucking Iris twist.
Neither. The
Shame.
investigation of Monika's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsushima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation. As of 5 minutes ago.
Thought Pewter was getting piped
you
by
are to be placed
Renju.
under house arrest.
What's the point of this?
What will you do, Date?
Did they just change his
I suggest
character
you
again
comply.
for a different route?
Iva, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Won't that make him panic and just start shooting? I love the animations when it's acting. It's way too quick. You leave the gun with him, dude?
Now tell me, where is the location?
Didn't that dude make Iba?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Alright, take me there.
You gotta make it crazy, man. Alright, it's gonna be that damn factory in this chemical place, man. Feels the most likely. Well, maybe not. Cause that's where Renju wanted her to go for this long anyway. Yeah, the abandoned factory. Here we go. Mama. Mama power. Look at all that lightning.
I know this place.
In the same place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
And the body swap. Yeah.
Date, I'm sorry. This is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data, everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access logic, my core programming. He would be able to destroy
This is why consoles shouldn't be always online.
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Date.
I don't understand why the higher ups care anyways.
Removing me from the equation.
They didn't explain that enough for me. Seems like more random drama.
Finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours. Or else, I will cease to exist.
We need to add more drama.
Dante, what's wrong?
More ultimatums and shit.
Just...
All right. Now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Doc.
Good. We'll die. We'll be free. Could be the best route. Everybody goes.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that...
Waiting for a teleports behind you situation. Oh, my man.
Renju?
Teleports behind you. It's always on, dude. Always ready. Oh my god. Gonna lock us out on it, dude? So hopefully this isn't the true fucking end. Oh. Ugh. Horrible. Terrible. This is terrible. Lock. Yeah, fucking Kogami. It does look like one. They're gonna explain the concept of body swapping more here. Why was he dead then? Is he in somebody else's body? In 89? That's we don't know. Who knows, man? There's so many people who've died.
Guys.
Exactly, Dota.
Sashijima.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's going on here?
Again.
Why did Boss kill So?
You can make such good mysteries without all this crazy pseudoscience. I mean, it's fine to have it if the rest is really good. It's all about the delivery, but the delivery's not as there. Just if the delivery's not there and he's whipping out the concepts like that, I mean, it's just like, oh no. He's reusing another thing. Yeah, you can't get enough, man.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
Has the boss been Shoko the whole time, boys?
What about Saturday, 8?
The time Renju was killed, similarly unknown.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at check her cell records?
She did not call from a mobile. She used using a VPN service. She could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility.
Having this be locked
So also had his left eye removed.
removes any flow or tension from this particular route. So this little twist here for this particular route, by the time you come back to it, feels like absolutely nothing. You know? You're like, oh, I've been doing something else for like 10 hours. Let me get right back into the tension right here.
Identical
No.
to Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Just like, you got ripped out of the last one.
Date.
So you can go
I
back
know
into
where
a
the
place
boss
where you
is.
got ripped out of before. And you're like, well, just finish something. We had to do this here, what, to explain some swapping or something? You just should have
I
set it
picked
up
the
differently then.
GPS.
Where?
There are multiple routes. You're saying that if they introduce concepts somewhere, it would be too much for another route or something?
She is now at the Sagan residence. Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What?
Yeah, I feel like you should have just made it one route. I don't really see the necessity of routes in this one, you know? That's the problem, and I think it waters down the story a lot. Because like routes and VNs aren't like an issue, but I don't think it's necessary, especially in like a mystery. I think it works fine in VLR, and it works fine in 999. They even tie some of that into it, and there's like one final route that has a shitload of stuff, and there's gameplay differences, but I feel like this one is more hard-pressed to sell me on the route choices. I think they easily could have just made them like completely separate things or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Or they could have just incorporated those backstories into the main game somehow. I'm not sure exactly. It's not like I think the routes are horrible in this. The choice of using routes, I just don't think it's done as well. Oh shit, you're right, Arson. It's an infinity loop.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
Boom, 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 boom.
Ava, call boss's phone.
On it.
Where are you? Tell me.
It's not come. The phone is somewhere. No, that's not the.
I know.
Not the right phone.
The boss is.
Oh shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply!
Boss?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What?
Big Bob.
Why do you think that?
Thanks,
You
boss.
put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying! I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
But what choice do I have? Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening.
They're well trained. Would you like to swig them out?
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero chance of winning a firefight.
Zero
Well, then,
chance.
what can I do?
Let me think.
Oh no. Throw the milk at them and shoot it. They're lactose intolerant.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
Are you kidding me?
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Why every time?
Whoa! Limited edition!
Yeah, he doesn't seem crazy now. Wouldn't they just shoot him dead now?
What?
Yeah, they can't see where they were aiming. And he's in a spot where he can't even get out of really. They could just
Load Evolver with firebomb
shoot
bullets.
him right now.
Shoot
Dude,
at the cloud.
he's gonna bake them with the flour. You see the fire and the flour. She's gonna bake them
Why?
Just do as I
like
say.
bread.
And fast.
Why is this always so bad? Holy fuck, it's so bad. Why is there always a porno mag? Is she like putting it there like it's big? Why would there be one here in the first place? Always will I have. Always a porno mag. Why is the flower explosive? Huh? This can happen to some degree. Something tells me he's taking some liberties.
She is probably just unconscious.
Or her mill's exploding? Not actually, no. Some boss. Okay, I believe you guys. I believe you guys. Alright. I just, you
Her
know,
right shoulder and left leg suffered damage.
I
But
believe
she will live.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Why does the porn always, like, could they just make them really quick under pressure? Not always make it a porn joke? Yeah, he's good. The bag of flour blew up right where he needed it to.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
That explains. Why did he say it was limited edition? Maybe it just says that on it. Another great scene.
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Don't worry, nobody knew she was there. Only those 4 men. So nobody will come after. Those 4 men are dead. We just left them
Talking to her
fucking
would
dead
be
or knocked
pointless.
out in Iris's house.
You do know that, don't you?
Enough fucking around. It's time to mind hack computer.
I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here. Because I know that the boss is my enemy.
Dude, he's not a traitor in this
I
route.
got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of
Just
tampering
another
or
possibility, guys.
which means there can be no mistake. After pulling out his left, that makes the odds of her being the culprit behind. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Dot. I want it as bad as you do. The truth.
He wants it that bad. Oh, computer. I didn't know you felt that way.
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
Computer, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Dante.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
But how come they have to be asleep but he doesn't? I mean, I guess it's his conscious, like his real consciousness, so he has to be awake, and then they're asleep. So, it'd be bad if they were awake. What if they woke up? What if they were both awake? I don't know, Edge. Maybe your conscious would be half in, man. What the?
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to
Why
be
is
an
she not like
abandoned
this?
factory of some kind.
When we're not in
Boss
the
be
AI
hiding
thing.
here.
Or the, I mean, I guess she's supposed to be more stupid here instead of out in the real.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Version's better. Okay. Let's just try opening it.
Metal door. A rusted metal door. A rusted.
Break the lock with that.
Roger. It worked.
All right, open it.
I feel like I should have went and found some other kind of time thing. $66 seconds is pretty heavy.
keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Oh, is it?
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Or do you have to like save some kind of second thing all the way till the end or something?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
It's a key. It's a key. It's a key. It's a key. Whoa!
Doesn't look like this is it.
It could be related to... It's a key.
That's no good either.
Date, please.
Eyeball.
Do you?
Of course I do.
It's a key.
What am I supposed to get? Oh, okay.
The ice pick is next. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
How do we get to that? There's a B. Oh, yeah. Oh, it should C on the back.
A door. Perhaps we can use the...
Yeah, try that.
It opened. Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Okay. Feels like when we're at the restart, for sure. Considering our progress and our time.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A door.
Something I didn't see. Can I just open it freely? Let's just try opening it.
It does not appear.
Of course not.
This.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Man. Amazing.
Doors. It doesn't appear to. Oh. A bookshelf.
There's an obvious what to it?
Door E.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
A book. Other than the wire tied to it, it is a normal shelf. Also, it appears that there is a door behind.
To move the shelf, we need to...
I need to use the pulley.
An oil drum.
Wonder if you could do the slide in strap.
Check that door.
A rusted... It does not appear to be locked. This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to...
The time. I don't know when he died. How would I remember that? Because it was just on his wrist? I was looking at his damn watch time.
It's a... The hands indicate...
Nicely timed then.
It's a... The hands indicate... It's a... The hand...
In the morning?
No, that is...
You have less than
One's
2
pretty
minutes.
lame.
It's a... The hands indicate...
Might be the most lame one yet.
Or they just want us to...
True. It's a... The hands indicate... It's a key. The hands...
What is it? I don't remember if the wristwatch doesn't work or what.
It's a... The hands...
Is there one that has a 6 on it, dude?
It's a... The hand... Is this the...
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimate.
That wasn't even a
D
trick.
is I will try the key.
Yeah, try it.
It opened. This door too.
Okay.
Rows of monitor. This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
We just walked through the wall.
A broken pipe.
Oh,
You were surprised, admit.
arrested. I think I can open this.
A lot of time waste, isn't there?
This key has control panel.
Control panel? The one right there?
Control panel written on the tag. Did it spawn in an old area?
Door. Rows of.
Oh, we already have the key. I think I went too quickly through that. I don't even have like audio right now. I'm fast forwarding. Well, let's just see what happens. Should just be game over anyways. I could do something to the pipe. Oh.
Rose. There. Oh.
So.
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move.
Date, there is no.
This is pretty boring.
What the hell?
Pretty much just random as fuck. You just gotta hold your ones the whole time. Doesn't even seem like interesting for her, like subconscious. It's just a door with murders happening, like nothing else. Bravo, Uji. Maybe that's what he wanted us to see right there. There's just like not enough time unless you do it like really well. Is there anything else I can grab around here? Door 0. Oh, do we have to come back down and get that? There's a quick reset option instead of going into the flowchart. Gotta needs his fucking wee material. Do you really just press start and reset, or do you mean that's what it should be? There's the camera, buddy. No, you can. Or is it? Open retry.
Arrested.
Plus button didn't do anything, Kodo. Godo. I pressed it 100 times. Okay. I'm due to get one now. It's gonna work because I have the fucking thing. See, there's nothing here. This is it. Just the one. Do you hold it? Spam it?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
It's a key.
Yeah, just the flowchart. Why not include a full restart option since you can lose a lot of time in the beginning checkpoint? Music's interesting. I hadn't heard it yet. I wonder if you could use this door originally. Was this door here for me to fuck with before? It might have been. Maybe I should have come and fucked with it.
A door. Perhaps we can.
It's omnipresent.
Looks like the floors are connected.
Well, hopefully it's not so strict that one thing like that is enough to fuck it. I mean, that would be like a whole minute cut, almost.
It does not appear to be locked.
I wonder if you could just kick it open. Will that be better than a ×3? I'm gonna get a 6 from it too.
Door.
Probably not, since it goes straight into this one.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Agent Date. Is there a reason to go behind door 0, or is that just kind of for fun? Because I could go backwards with the 1 here.
An oil. A book. Door.
Ended.
Door. An oil. It's a.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
I will try the. Rose of Monaco. There. Oh.
Okay. I don't think we can get to there from here. Wouldn't the fourth floor just be door 0 though?
You have less than 2 minutes.
Door.
Hurry.
Is that just bait?
Door.
Oops. I'm already gone to D. We'll go try it. We can restart checkpoints this time though.
Doors.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a shortcut.
Arrested.
Times 999.
No use. It won't budge. Arrested.
Okay. Well, so much for that.
Dante, 30 seconds.
Marriage. Please understand. Alright, well, we moved that. Or she said she moved the scaffolding. Did it? Insert key.
There.
Oh, this is before this? Whoop. Not that that would make any
I
difference.
see. If we move the scaffold.
Okay, let's move it.
Rows of.
Oh, we hadn't moved
You
it
have
yet
less
either.
than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Hey, it got stuck.
This button is indeed the one needed to move the scaffold, but
Huh. It might be enough.
rows of
The 999. Of course.
rows.
Trunk. Oh, what a problem to have.
Oh.
Rows of monitor.
extended.
Now we can use the route to door B. Door.
We're just going back then.
Door C.
Eagles. Comes to deliver us.
Door B prime.
Oi. Oi. It's so good.
This poor little baby Katie needs to walk through.
No, I just hadn't twisted the key in the thing.
Are you sure?
Should be fine.
Door F. This is the first time we... It does not appear to be locked. The first floor. This is the first time we've been here. A power cord.
999.
An iron...
999. And we can't get out.
Yeah, get fucked.
An iron...
Is this just that bad?
Yes.
Truly?
Yes.
Am I supposed to tackle it then?
Yes.
A power cord.
Bravo. Uchikoshi. Bravo. This is really bad. He even sets you up where he has you do it 3 or 4 times one way, just so that he can have you not do it that way the last time.
Rows of...
But I still have to guess. Because there's like 6 options.
You have less than 2 minutes.
Door.
Hurry.
Doors.
This is the fate of those who don't back
Door
Dei
F.
Gratia. On Kickstarter now.
Okay, starting now today.
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 The first floor. This is...
So do I really have to just guess here?
Yeah.
The ladder wouldn't do anything for me, would it?
You gotta tackle the ladder,
a power
buddy.
cord.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
An iron...
It sucks because if you try and interact with it, it's
Ready?
immaterial. Unless you tap it. Whoa.
But I only was able to have one shot at the... Not reloading.
Whoa!
2 shots, excuse me. I have 2 of the ones,
This
unless it's a
Somnium is
999 door
awfully
as well.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open it.
That should be a 999 door as
A rusted...
well. It is. I have 1 shot.
You had to
To
come
make
in
it
with
through.
2
I'm going
ones.
to open it.
Yeah.
Or else get fucked.
Nice.
Nice.
Only you knew how nice everything was, please.
Nice, isn't it?
Nice. Nice,
Power the Monado.
The Minority.
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Mm-hmm. Is it body swapping, boys? The eyeball makes me think so. Problem is the amount of
hell
time
is going
required
on?
to get back to the fucking sync place every time. And that last one. Oh, you see the sync machine back there.
Tate, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! He told me his...
Tate, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
Arson,
No!
you are a hack. I banished thee to the gap between hack mentions.
Arson posited me a story idea once. I thought the concept was interesting, but I felt like it would go on for way too long.
I'm sure it was cool. I just kid.
No, not that one. Another one.
Oh. All these people, it's probably just people mind swapping. It's probably one person killing everybody inside the other person's
These
bodies.
refinements, it does, lest you end up with IO.
What do you mean? IO is perfect in every way. He has no spoil. I mean, the eyeball seems to be a requirement to use the prototype hacking machine, like losing your eyeball, and they all have their eyeballs taken out. So it's most likely that they just swap, and they showed the swap machine behind her there in no subtle way. So I don't know who it is though. Maybe the Saito guy. Maybe somebody else.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body.
Iris doesn't seem strong. Oh wait, no, drugged him, that's right.
But who shot So?
Iris is killed in this route.
It was you.
So is
The
Oda.
saw blade. Oh yeah. It's not
In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But
I happen to know there's body swapping somehow.
that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit. One person. And that person is... Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
Load it up.
There's a prototype sink machine there.
I'm gonna go kill a man. Drug. Then she's trained.
You use that device to
Very
swap around
dramatic
bodies one
bosses.
by one.
How does he know about that in this?
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory.
Oh, did
They
they
are
explain
traded.
it in this one? I don't think so.
Switched.
Is
Did
he,
they or did they
is he
not?
doing it again?
Is he doing it
Is he
again?
doing it again, boys? Inner route exchanges.
I don't know where it started,
Maybe Peter just explained it to him.
but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide.
That slouch.
Yes. I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops
She's
serial
not even
killings.
fucking handcuffed.
I guess you can call me the new
It's okay, bro. She's got
Cyclops
a wounded
killer.
arm and leg.
Yeah.
Arsim, I have an explanation for it. Just what?
Saito Sejima. Congressman
Shocking.
Sejima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly.
Someone we've never even heard of until an hour
Don't
ago.
bully me,
On a
Arsim.
different route.
But I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, You also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of.
I don't know why she took video. Maybe it was for the next step in the plan.
Why is that?
That's...
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain.
I don't. Why are we explaining it
See this?
for this person?
Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Oh no.
Parallel worlds exist.
Oh no. He's doing it again. It's the same thing again. Please, no. Get out of here. Give me
That
this
was
fucking
me.
rope.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked in your body language, it was like a real iris.
Rebuild an entire VN. A single solitary concept, and you can remake the same VN 4 times.
Earlier, too. You almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of
The
self.
crazy, yeah.
Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host.
So I'm gonna
Are
hit
you
you
with
with
me
some
so
fucking
far?
deep lore here. The original name for the Remember 11 project before it became Infinity was Parasite.
Alright.
And I feel like this is a direct reference to that, and I'm kind of insulted.
Insulted?
Because he's just directly referencing this thing that Nakazawa was working on first that featured body swapping and calling it that. And I'm like,
I mean, he can't even. He just steals his own concepts back to back. He probably just doesn't.
It's fine if he
he's
does
creatively
that, but
bankrupt, man.
he's maybe stealing Nakazawa's here. And I'm like, dude, not cool.
Bro.
Moving on.
He's made it big.
Even
man.
after the personality exchange is complete,
Yes, pal.
the host's memory isn't
Being power.
completely lost.
You can do
About
anything.
1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host.
Yeah, that's probably what it
That's
is.
how I knew about the warehouse.
Because she
and
doesn't
Sunfish
remember
Pocket, by the
before
way.
999 go down. Don't you see? It's all subconscious.
Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
This is actually a really cool thing here. Like, the whole body swapping chain, it explains why people act differently across routes, and why Aris' Somnium is so fucked on this side. and on
Yeah.
the right side is just happy-go-lucky bullshit. It's actually really cool.
I respect that for sure.
Yeah, like I think the main mechanic behind this game, the main plot idea, is actually really solid.
I just wish it was more tightly woven together.
Yeah, he just fucks it up with all these dumbass action scenes and
Yeah.
pointless stuff, and he's got a really solid idea. Like the idea is very cool.
Yeah, I don't even hate body swapping and stuff if it's done well. Yeah. I just
I
think
have
there
no
was too
problem
many
with
fluff
the main
routes.
concept.
Yeah.
It's probably one of his better ones.
Too many fluff things.
yeah.
There was too much just meandering pacing. I don't think that it keeps you really for the 30 hours I've been playing it. This is the first time you really even get anything, you know? It's just kind of like different random possibilities. This is like the main story finally starting, you know?
Maybe one day you'll play Never 7 and you'll see if he reused anything from that one. You'll find out.
I'm sure you will. But yeah, I just feel like it's just not tight enough, man. 999 felt like it was moving forward the plot, but still introducing crazy things, and then it had a crazy, you know, just last 10 hours or whatever. But this one doesn't feel like it gets started until the end, you know? Like there's stuff going on and characters and mystery, but I feel like he doesn't care as much about those parts. It's all just building to this. And he introduces so many possibilities, is what kind of annoys me. You never really have the ability to like theorycraft too much, because you know what he's capable of, and he says he's willing to do it all. You're just like, whatever, dude. Even the most subtle hints just aren't even a thing, you know, like the iris being this person's memories. Like, yeah, that's a cool explanation in hindsight, but you don't really give a fuck until now. I don't know. It's just not that interesting for 30 hours. It just feels like it's just mediocre. We'll see what we get in the end here, though.
Do you want to know my final rating for the game? Do you want to wait?
How much I got left? I feel like I got a good few hours.
Okay, KD.
You can tell me. Well, no, don't tell me.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start?
I feel like this kind of scene right here is done in a much spookier, tense way than his older shit. Really only in 999. Maybe in the Infinity shit too. I think just the art style worked better. They don't do it as much, but I remember Have 11 had some spooky atmosphere shit.
Remember 11 had some serious shit.
Had some tense stuff. I think the settings and the art style was fine. For this, whenever she's trying to do something creepy in front of me, it just feels like I'm looking at a fucking Looney Tunes thing, man. Like all the like spooky voices in the eyes and stuff. I feel like he's got more of the art style down for the subtle like comedy kind of shit, but like anything super serious, kind of like
2D wins again.
Like when she gets real close and shit, I'm just like, feels kind of cheap though. Not telling me on it as much.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m.
I mean, Shoko's in his body right now. Maybe he killed himself, his own body later.
I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line.
Like, I feel like this kind of like
8 p.m.
evil guy is doing all this crazy shit with the technology behind the scenes would work a lot better for like a semi-horror kind of murder mystery, like something a little more grim. It's just like jokes and fucking around, and then the evil body swapper, and you're just not really in that atmosphere.
I tied up Shoko.
And you have to go down the other route anyways.
Horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
I don't hate it, but I just don't really love it. That's my problem. It just feels like I'm just here. We're just doing it. It's okay.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive. Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris.
We don't know why
I knew
it's
she'd be
happening yet, though.
suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki.
So we'll see.
So I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out. Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend.
So what are they gonna do now that we're sitting here recording them?
And performed
Maybe they're
my
gonna
job.
destroy us somehow and make it away.
I ran into you, Date.
The problem is my man's gonna take it even
honest, I
further.
was a little
And there's gonna be like inner fucking route bullshit again.
Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju.